To watch this video in Hindi, link is in the description below. Hello friends, welcome to TechnoLimit. Today we will discuss about ls command. As we discussed in our previous video that this command is used to list out files and folders, which means whenever you will run this command at any particular path, then the name of all the files and directories at the same path will be visible in front of you. We can use ls command with different parameters to get the output accordingly. Multiple ls parameters are mentioned on the screen here. We will use all these parameters with ls. We will actually execute them practically and will get to know about their use cases with ls command. So first of all, let's discuss about the L parameter. We will see what does it do and how we are going to use it. As you can see, I am inside a directory named as testing, and there are multiple files and folders in this, such as dir1, dir2, file1, file2, umbrella. Okay, now we will make these files and directories visible through command line. Now we are inside testing directory and I will run ls command here. Now all those files which we saw in that folder are all right here. You can see that. Okay, now I will use L parameter with this ls command, and I will do that with hyphen. See, whenever I use any parameter with any command, then I have to use it through the hyphen. So I will run ls-l now. Now as you can see, there are some details of directories and files in front of you after I run the ls with L parameter. Now you might have noticed one thing. There is D mentioned in with some files names, and with some it is a blank. The files with D are actually directories. That means folders. These are folders, and other one we should consider as files. Now here are some more details like read, write, execute permission, user ownership, some numerical value, modified date. We will discuss these things in upcoming videos, since there can be a complete separate video for all of this. For now, you can just notice that these are some details like last modified date, user ownership, etc. Okay, so let's discuss about the next parameter, and that is h. We will use the h parameter with L itself, and now you can see the data is like similar to in human readable form, like it was while a numeric value, and now it is like easy readable value. And yes, this is not the size of the file. This is something similar to the letter count of the context written in the file. Okay, so as of now you just have to understand that the h parameter will represent the details in human readable form, and that is what you have to understand right now. Later on we will discuss all these things in detail in upcoming videos. This video is just for the parameters, just to understand about. Okay, so let's discuss about the r parameter now. We will use the r parameter also with L. Okay, now pay attention to one thing, that all the directories and file names which are presented here are in a sorted form. As you can see that the file or directories whose names start with D are on the top, and the file whose name start from U is at the bottom. So basically these are sorted according to their name. So now you can see when you use the R, then it is still sorted with name, but it has reverted it. So you can see that it has been reversed. It has been reversed now. Means it is still sorted with the with names, but now the umbrella is on top. The word which started from U is on the top, and the word which started with the D is at the bottom. So what? So basically, what R will do it will represent you the data in a reverse format. Okay, so let's talk about next parameter now. Let me clear it first. So next parameter is t. So we will use the same with L also. So now you can notice here that the first file is starting with the D, next is with I, and the third one is is starting from the F. Now it is sorting with a different manner. So actually it is sorted as per the date now. So you can see that the directory which has the last modified date is on the top now, and the files which have the means very beginning of modified date, means July 2 2017 are on the bottom. Those two files are on the bottom, and then those are sorted according to the name in the bottom. So you will use T basically only when you want all the files to be sorted as per their modification date. Means like sometime you can get the requirement that you want the latest to be last modified those log files to be displayed at the bottom to be visible on the top in the rear that side, time that you can use this parameter. So if you want, then you can use all these parameters together also, like with ls you use l, then r, then t and h, all the parameters together. Okay, so now notice one thing, that now how you are getting the output. The last modified file, the file which has the modified date as the earlier one, is on the top right now, because see, L provided you the description so that you get the list of all the files in details. T sorted these files as per the date, but what T does, as we see in the previous example, that T sorts whenever T sorts the files, it gets the latest modified date file on the top, but R just reversed it. So T means that these files will be sorted in modified date as per the ascending order, but here it is in descending order because of R parameter, and H represented the data in human readable form. So that's how you can use this command. Suppose if you are in a directory, okay, where there are multiples of log files, and you want all the latest modified log files to be displayed at the bottom. Okay, so that time you can use this command with all these parameters together. So this command will be very useful to you. I would recommend you to note it down, because you will use it multiple times. It will be very handy for you. Okay, now we will get to know about next parameter, and that is A. So you can use it as a single parameter with ls. Okay, now pay attention to this, that you will see two files extra here. One is double secret and second one is secret. So now what's unique to these files is that there is full stop dot full stop in front of these files. Okay, these are starting with full stop. So all the files whose name are starting with full stop are considered to be hidden files, and these files won't be visible to you by just running the ls command. For that you will have to use -a parameter. You can use this parameter with L also if you want, and this will also display you the details of these files, like modified date and all, user ownership, etc. Okay friends, let's discuss about F parameter now. As I run the ls command this time, so you must have noticed one thing, that when I run the ls command, it was stuck for a while before displaying the output. It was like that ls command was stopped there for a few seconds. And the reason for that is there are lots of files, might be millions of files inside the directory, where I'm running this command. So basically it can take time to read all these files and then does the sorting and then represent them. So here are this much files, so it took just a few seconds. But there could be scenarios that you might be inside any such directory where could be billions of files, and you have to run ls command out there, and it can take a lot more time to visible all the files at that particular directory. So it is possible that your ls command can stuck there for a lot more time. So to overcome that issue, you can use -f parameter. So as you can see that by using -f parameter, it started printing with no time, and it was not stuck even for a single second. And there is a reason for that. The reason is like you must have noticed, as we have discussed, that the output which ls was displaying, it was in a sorted form. So that means whenever you run the ls command, first it sorts the file names with either with name or with modified date, whatever the parameter you use. So it first sorts the file and then represent it to you. But this -f parameter, when we use this parameter, it skips the sorting part and it starts printing, so that it will skip the sorting part and won't take much time to print the output. Okay friends, that's all for today. Hope you liked the video. We'll see you again.